The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
Let's go now.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. Yeah, they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Nance working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Lions at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 39. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throwing on 1st down. Nance. Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Nance. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
They try again with Montgomery. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
Yeah, it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 34. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now this defense for the Lions, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ready.
On first down, Ritter sets up the screen to Robinson. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Second and 5.
10 cycles. 10. Hunt.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw, Ritter. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They've probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. In motion right, that's Williams. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, heck of a move. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. These two teams all tied after 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame. And now the rookie's free. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nance. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nance. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
3rd and 19. Back to throw. Nance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be Falcon football.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 7. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
Or also just sit back, they're going to throw on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Let's go now.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll run here with Algier. Able to push his way. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Off play action. Nance. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now a 2nd and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Nance. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw and still pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Let's go now.
A final shot before break. Nance looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Second and 6. Looking to throw. Nance. It's Williams on the catch. Well, shifts past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
19 right.
Back to throw. Nance. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, Nance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Second and 10. Off the play fake. Nance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Trouble, 38. Going 3 rail.
Here's Ritter. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Ready? All right, offense, keep pushing the ball downfield.
Throwing to start the drive. Nance. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Quickly complete into the right flat. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Looking to throw. Nance. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off play action. Nance. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Hunter Henry. Falcons have got it back to within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
They'll look to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Algier going straight ahead. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both weapons doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Ritter from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready, break.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Flowers. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake. Nance. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Nance. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defense.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Montgomery hit and the ball is loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Ready up. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Algier gets the toss right. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They work now on 2nd and 9. Option left, and Ritter keeps it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Split them here on this drive.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Off play action. Nance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Back to throw. Nance setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Algier. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ready.
2nd down and 8.
Hut, hut.
Now a give right side. It's Flowers. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Defense, one stop. I believe in you, D. Let's go now.
And they take a knee.
Down. Spike 60. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready, ready.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. He made his first attempt, this from 45. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Atlanta, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.